Good morning. We are on our way to school. It is 6:50 right now, and my first group of students come into my classroom at like 7:08. I do not have duty this morning, so I'm just getting there. But my partner teacher is actually off today, so I am going to go stop in on her sub before I head to my classroom just to make sure that they know what's going on and everything. So yes, we're gonna go head to school, and I will probably check in after my first class of the day because that is my first period, so I have them until 8:45. So, and then I'm on my planning. But I'm teaching level biology first today. It's AB block schedule, so like today we are seeing our odd classes, which we call our red days. So 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th I teach level bio for first period, and we're just doing some STAAR review stuff. It should be more fun for them because yesterday they took their English STAAR, so we're trying to keep it a little light because I would not want to take a test for 4 hours. It was rough. So yes. Oh, my lights came. Let's go. Okay, we just made it to school. It's 7:04, so kids are coming in 4 minutes. Let's go check in on the sub real quick, put my food in the fridge, and go to class. All right, I just checked in with the sub, and the bell rang while I was in there talking to him about what to do. So we're putting away our lunch into the fridge, and let's go let our kids in the room. So I'll check in with y'all later. Alrighty, it is now 8:51. The bell just rang. I was playing music in the hallways because I do that every Friday just to bring a little pep in their step because you need to be excited. It's the weekend, you know? So, anyways, in level, we did our STAAR review. So we did a few activities. They did some mutations, so they had to find the mutation, figure out what was more significant, and they had to do some transcription and translation also to see the significance. And then we also did a nucleic acid thing. So like I gave them different DNA and RNA strands and basically said, I want the complementary one. I want this transcribed. And so they had to figure out, is this DNA or RNA, and what am I asking them to do? Do I want them to replicate the DNA? Do I want them to transcribe or translate, etc.? So we did that, and then we reviewed enzymes, the enzyme activity from the Think Big Learning. Like, I love it. It is so good with you basically put up the visuals and it like shows a piece of the visual like step by step, and it's so nice because truly I'm like, hey, what do we see? And they're like, we see amino acids. And then I click and I'm like, what do we see now? We see the amino acids bonded, and then we see the amino acids folded, so now it's a protein, and some proteins are in. It's so good. Such a good lesson. Like, I really like that one. But it is now 8:53. I got observed 2 days ago now. It was Tuesday. I got observed Wednesday. I got observed on Wednesday. And so now I need to go meet with my administrator to do my post-conference for my observation. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll come back and check in with y'all later because my co-teacher isn't here today. So I don't have anyone to go like chit chat with and hang out with. So I'm going to be in here getting some things done because I've created quite a mess in my room everywhere. So we're going to go do my post-observation. And I think that's it for now. I'm out of breath. Singing in the hallway, no small feat. So let's go do our post-conference. All right, I just got back to my classroom. It's now 9:50. So that meeting went for about 45-ish minutes because it's up to the restroom. In Texas, we have 5 categories that you can be on: improvement, needing, development, proficient, accomplished, distinguished. I was told basically distinguished is basically impossible. You can't get that category is what I was told. And I was told proficient is like rock solid teaching. So obviously I'm a perfectionist, and I was like, well, if distinguished is impossible to be given and proficient is rock solid, I still want accomplished. Like, that's the middle category of, you didn't say it was impossible. So yeah, And so we just talked it all out, and I got accomplished for all categories except for differentiation, which is expected. We were talking it out, like it's harder to differentiate in honors because normally I'm not presenting concepts multiple ways to hit all of the possible ways that is good for their learning, because in honors I say you're gonna do it and like these are my expectations and you're gonna meet them, because that's basically how we run honors. Is basically, I'm saying a lot. Oh my god. Basically, I got proficient, which would be like a 3 in the differentiation category, because I didn't differentiate. We did the exact same activity for every single person in the class, and every single person was able to do it. Like I wasn't leaving someone out because of not having differentiation. It was just a review activity that didn't really need that. So anyways, I got accomplished in everything else, which yay. So that's the end of my observation for this year. So he observed me on Tuesday, and this was like the post conference, and we did our like end of year conference in the same meeting so that we don't have to try to find time within the next 6 weeks to do that. We've got some time before my honors kids are coming to my class. They don't come until 11:20, so I have like almost an hour and a half until I have students in my classroom again. But for honors, they basically are getting this packet that has 59 questions, which is a lot, and I'm giving them, where is it? I dropped them all. So anyways, I'm giving each student this, which is the entire school year of topics summarized. So it's like, you can see the basic concepts. This is all about evolution, cells, viruses, biotech, or biochem. So it's like, it's a ton of information in this, and to prove that they actually look at it and stuff, they've got the questions that go with it. So we're doing this today instead of a full-blown activity review because my co-teacher's absent, and this is easier for a sub to leave to do with them, but also because they took a STAAR test yesterday that was English 1, and they literally were in the testing rooms for 4 hours. 4 hours straight of sitting in for testing. That's insane. Like, that is a long time to be working on the test. So I was brain dead and I just watched them. I watched them take a test. And I was tired. So I couldn't imagine being them. So like yesterday in my afternoon classes, I kept it very, very, very light with, I briefly went over the topics we were supposed to hit for that day. And then I said, like, let's keep it chill, you know? So that is why we're doing this activity in honors. It's just, it lets them chit chat with each other to get the work done. It's easy to grade that they did it. And we're going to be making them take a quiz before STAAR to give them some grades, because we still have to give them grades during this time period. And this will basically be their study guide for all things. So yes, that is what we're gonna do with honors. It's 10 o'clock now, and I'm probably gonna like pick up my classroom a bit because it's messy in here. Very messy. And I shouldn't have any students coming for intervention today because they're not supposed to leave during Fridays. But sometimes I always get a few stragglers that escape and make it to my class. So yeah, I'm just tired. It's Friday. I'm tired. I'm ready to go take a nap. Also, I dropped something, but I don't know why, but I've been in the next year mindset recently, and so I made a huge, let's see if I can show you. We see this? So this is my what is this? It's a Google Sheet, and it has all the days for next year. So like all the way through May 28th, 2027. And I went and color-coded things. So it's like green means we aren't at school. So like we have teacher exchange days, holidays, and green. Don't come to school those days. Yellow is teachers come to school but no kids. And then because we're on that AB block, we've got red days and blue days. So then I went and colored red and blue, and then I did the weekends as gray. And then I took it a step further and I went and blocked out all of our units. That's this category. So like you can see the different units we work on through the year. And I put like an outline of what we did this year for each day, just to have, but we are gonna have to meet as a team, just make sure we agree about all this, but it gives us a good outline, because I think next year we want to try to do like interactive notebooks as their notes, and then we do these now we do these like booklets like this with all their work in it, and it's their notes and their graded work in the booklets, so it's everything in here, which is good and bad. I feel like I don't want the kids to lose it because it's their graded work for the entire unit. Like they lose that, they lose all their grades for an entire unit. But I like them to keep it in my classroom so they won't lose it. But then if they want to go study or anything, they can't, because their notes are now still in my classroom. So I'm trying to think if it would be better, maybe next year we do like an interactive notebook so they can take the notes home, and we don't grade the notebook. It's you did your notes or you didn't, that's on you, but we get to keep the booklet that has the activities, because then we can still make these and send it to like the print shop to get made, because this is nice. We've got like the cardstock on the fronts, and they do they got like the very small side staples in this thing. It's a nice booklet. So to get those made, we've got to send it off kind of far in advance. But if we did that, it'd be nice to be like, you're keeping your activities and such in class so they can't lose it, and their graded work, and they can take the notes home. That's what I'm thinking in my brain, my noggin, because I personally like to let my kids have the entire unit to do their activity. So like even if we did it on day one, I'm not checking it until the day of the test when they turn this in. And that's how I like to do it. And sometimes I'll go through and be like, hey, I said you needed to finish this as homework because I'm not giving you more class time, and I'll have them pull it out, and I'll just go by and give like a little signature to prove it was done. So then when I go back and I fully grade it, I can see they had it done on time, but I didn't check for correctness until a later date. So yes, that's what I've been kind of like doing in like the back of my mind, is I'm starting to think about next year. I'm also moving classrooms, so at some point, not yet, because it would be kind of crazy to start doing that now. At some point I need to start like packing up my stuff to move it, because our school's under construction and we will not have access to the school. So the last day of school is May 26th, and we are not allowed to come back to the school and touch any of our stuff until August 4th. So yeah, I gotta get it all packaged up, and I gotta move it to the new room on that last day. But someone's in that room, so it's like I don't want to be disrespectful by putting my stuff in there while they're still in there, but we all have to be out and we all gotta move. So yeah, it's a lot of thinking about next year, end of year things right now, and it's April 10th, so that's crazy to think that we're already thinking about the end of the year. So yes, I don't really know what I'm gonna work on right now. Like I have things I could do, but I don't really want to do them. I may go get my sandwich and go eat, even though it's 10 in the morning. Also, forgot to say this. It is Friday. Yay. But I am staying after school late today to allow some kids to... I'm staring at the ants behind y'all. It's ridiculous. I have ants everywhere. Look at them. Can y'all see them? Do we see these ants? Do we see what an ant? I'm staying after school to allow some kids to makeup test and do a retest for me and my co-teacher because she's out today, obviously. So I told her I'd stay with her kids too. So I've got, I think, like 5 kids coming after school today to take a test. Alrighty, it is now 10:40. I just went through and I was making the different folders and such, and I was looking at some of the resources we had from this year that I brought in. I have the Trendy Science teacher materials, so I'm just trying to see what lines up through her stuff with our stuff next year and just trying to get organized, especially with moving. I don't know if I want to move all my paper copies or if I kind of want to start fresh next year. Just take, if I have it digitally, then like why keep the paper copy? So I'm just trying to organize myself. And it's a lot of just sitting here at my computer, so I feel like I need to go like stretch my legs. But I'm going to go grab my sandwich, and I'm probably gonna grab my sandwich. I'm gonna read my book. I'm reading this right now, Legendary. I rated Caraval, I think is how you say it. I rated that 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This one, I'm enjoying it a lot more already. I just find this story more interesting. I really didn't think I would like this one because of who our main perspective is now. After the first book, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about her. But now that she's main character and getting a look in her brain, I'm enjoying it. So, and I'm reading this because I want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart, I think is what it's called. Like, that's the goal. Read those. But I heard you can't read those without reading these. So I'm reading these first. I'm actually enjoying it. So yes, I'm gonna go grab my sandwich and I'm gonna eat and read my book and enjoy my lunch break until my kids come. And yeah, we need to clean up. I keep saying that, but like I don't want to. Like I'll show y'all my mess, but let me turn y'all around and show you the mess actually. So like this is the mess of my desk, which is a lot of papers everywhere. My front table, very, very messy. I've got my cart overflowing too. And then on some of the student desks, I've got more piles. And over here, I've taken over some lab stations. And I have a mess. And there. So I've got a lot of stuff everywhere right now. So I need to kind of clean up, but I'm embracing my, figuring out my keys situation. The lab area in between, it connects our classrooms, and the teacher's door was open, which she has students in her class right now, so that's why I stopped talking real quick. But I'm gonna go microwave my sandwich in the little lab space. I made these last night. I got the baguette from HEB, and I put ham, provolone, and Subway's like garlic aioli, I think is what it's called, on it. So we're gonna microwave this, and then we're gonna go sit. As I was saying, I'm kind of embracing my type B teacher vibes recently, even though truly like in my core, I am a type A. Like I'm very type A about things normally, so it's been kind of crazy to see all my piles and stuff build. But like I know where everything is right now. So it's like it's organized chaos in my brain. But I got my sandwiches. So I'm gonna eat this, and I'm probably just gonna read my book. Because the bell's about to ring for it to be lunch, and then my class is gonna come and they're gonna work on their packet, and that's going to be probably the rest of my day. Like I'm gonna eat, read, and they're going to work on packets because I have my 5th and my 7th coming through. So yes, I will check in with y'all later. I'm gonna let my sandwiches cool, and because the bell's about to ring, I'm gonna go stand out there with the music. Alrighty, it's 3:10 and the last student taking test just left. I had 3 kids come after school. 2 took it during 7th period. So yes, I'm ready to go home and enjoy my weekend. I did just want to check in. So like 5th and 7th period did that packet that I showed y'all. It definitely was a lot. My student who normally is like on her stuff only got through like 45 of the 59 questions. But to be fair, I was playing like some movie clips in the background while they were working. So I probably distracted them. And I was chit-chatting and I was singing and I was enjoying life, probably to the detriment of them getting their work done. But it's fine. Yeah, it's Friday. So I'm going to go pack up my bag and such so that I can head home for the weekend. I really don't have much else to do, and like for work, I mean. So yes, I think that's it. I did kind of pick up my desk. It looks a little better, just a little. So you can see it kind of looks better. I did find this lamp that I had, and I took the batteries out of some of my letters up here so it would work, because I was turning the lights off for the movie so some kids could see, because it gets dark in here, like very dark. Some of the other classrooms lights can be like, it's dark. These kids with these windows could see, but if you're over there, you can't see. So yeah, some of the other classrooms have dimmers. So, which my new classroom will actually have some light dimmers, which will be nice because then I can have some lights on in a situation like that where I'm making them work, but I want to have the lights off. But anyways, I am going home. So I think that's everything. So thank y'all so much for following along on this Friday in my life. I hope y'all enjoyed kind of seeing what a chill day in my life was like, because I really feel like I didn't accomplish much. I've been basically hunting TPT to see what type of doodle notes or just biology notes, because I feel like we do too much right now with them, like so much fill in the blank and everything. I just want some good notes that have the visuals they need and then the space they can write. So I've been finding some good options of some good doodle note type category things for my idea of doing the interactive notebooks. So like they'll have that where it's like we're giving them the pictures and they can fill in the words to the level that they need. So yes, I've been on that, but I hope y'all enjoyed this day in my life, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.